Time now for your forewarned weather with Chief Meteorologist Alana Brophy.
It's been quite the Friday in the weather world. We have that extreme heat, but on top of that, we've watched storms, and we've seen those storms develop as we added moisture underneath the flattening ridge of high pressure, that moisture and cloud cover. Look at that storm roll through Blanding. Time-lapse video in the Four Corners packs a punch and then clears out quickly, but we are seeing storm development and have for the last several hours. We're going to put this into motion because you watch as the storms from Nevada track to the West Desert and are now impacting places like Cache Valley, the Ogden Valley, Utah County saw a strong storm, and then towards the basin on the eastern side of the state, we stay with those active skies. As we head into tonight, we know moisture potential will be available, so storm potential will be out there. It's what it looked like from Cherry Peak as those storms were rolling through northern Utah. Thunderstorm activity with wet weather coming down there. That's a great shot. So we look at the storm threat. It was upgraded today to the marginal risk for northern half of the state. That's that darker green. That's when we do see some isolated severe storms. We saw one towards Delta and Millard County. Tooele County also had a severe thunderstorm. So the chance is there, and we're not totally finished as we head into tonight. Precipitation potential also holds on into your weekend, so you're going to have to keep those eyes to the skies for another day. Loving the Flaming Gorge and eastern side of the state region, and then we also have the chance in the south central mountains. The West Desert will once again bring in the chance of some storms, and our Futurecast model will show you that. So what it'll look like in Ivins, our Black Desert Skycam always showing the prettiest views. Also, kind of noting the winds here, because the winds were moving that camera around. Gusty southwesterly winds, that southwest flow helping to draw in moisture, and it keeps the heat, which is why our heat alerts, well, they are still in effect and will hold through midnight tonight for the heat advisory in orange, and the excessive heat warning will hold for a day of your weekend and expires at midnight tomorrow night for lower Washington County and the Glen Canyon area. 92 for that high in Salt Lake City, another 90-degree, our second of the year. We saw triple digits towards Green River, 104 in St. George. The heat just doesn't want to quit, and it won't for Saturday. Here's a look at those temperatures in Washington County for the next several hours. We'll stay in the triple digits until 9 p.m. Clear skies for the overnight, but by ABC4 News at 10, it's still 91 in St. George. That's still really hot. They don't get much recovery overnight, which is why those excessive heat warnings will hold on. We knew that the heat would also, pretty shot for Mirror Lake, which opened today. Mirror Lake Highway, the seasonal road, now open. This snow is going to come off the mountains, and our spike in temperatures helps with that. Unfortunately, it does lead to some higher rivers. Those levels we've watched closely. We know there's potential for the action stage and minor flooding in a few spots, including the Cottonwood Creeks, but a flood watch is currently in effect near Oakley for the Upper Weber River, where we have seen minor flooding, and that increased Upper River Weber flow will hold on through tomorrow afternoon. Tonight, chance of storms, mostly cloudy by ABC4 News at 10 with mid-70s along the Wasatch Front, dropping into the upper 60s, partly cloudy, another mild overnight, and we're off to the races by 8 a.m. in the low 70s with mostly clear skies. Wet weather potential's there. Futurecast model shows us the rest of tonight. We kind of track through 8 to 10 p.m., brings active skies from Cache Valley into Utah County. Here we are by 10 p.m., Salt Lake County, Tooele County, and the Ogden Valley, as well as the Wasatch Back, could see some thunderstorms moving through. We clear, but then as we head into Saturday, we start to see that activity in the West Desert again, a repeat performance with that southwesterly flow drawing in moisture, and that's going to track across the Wasatch Front as we head into our Saturday evening and night. Slight disturbance Sunday into Monday could also drop temperatures, and we keep the slight chance of moisture there. Mild overnight lows with the 60s. St. George getting into the 70s only overnight, so that's where we don't get much recovery. Highs tomorrow in the low 90s, 103 expected in St. George, 100 in Moab, and 90s for the I-15 corridor. We hold on to triple digits through the weekend. Slight break on Monday in southern Utah, but then we're right back at it as high pressure strengthens yet again and brings back the heat. The Wasatch Front will bring in the chance of isolated storms for your Saturday afternoon and evening. We keep the slight chance through Monday, and then 90s hold steady. 81 is the average high this time of year. Look at those numbers. Not even close to that for the next 7 days along the Wasatch Front. For now, we'll send it back over to the desk.